So as the duly elected vice president of the Mountain View Drive Homeowners Association, I declare that I'm giving myself authorization, full authorization to rip out these plants. Look at this. Oh my God, there's more than I thought. And there's poison oak in there. That's poison oak. That's what it looks like when it's brand new. And this, my friends, is French broom. This is the stuff that is absolutely horrific in wildfires. And it's hugely invasive. It'll take over all over. And I pulled a whole bunch out of here not long ago, like a few years ago. And I thought I got all of it. Oh, there's more in there. It's called Genista. And comes out real easy this time of year if the ground's really moist. Can I do it? Can we do it? I'll have to use two hands. Here's another one, smaller. This one should come out with one hand. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's two hands too. Anyway, I'm going to do everything I can in here. But this is the time of year where this stuff really shows itself. It has this bright yellow flower. And there's areas back in there. It's blooming right there. One on the right is not blooming yet. So you want to really get them before they don't bloom. You can kill them with Roundup if there's too much material there. But like I said, if there's not a lot of them, you just pull them out. And I'm going to try to go up there and not get poison oak. But this is how you prevent you, yourself, your friends, your pets from getting burned to death. Because this will take over the whole neighborhood if you let it. And if there's a wildfire, you're going to wish it wasn't here because it is hugely flammable, takes over everything, stays there as a 15-foot high dense thicket of material that just dies and waits to be burned. So keep that in mind. There's another little clump up the hill. I'll show you that, but I'm going to try to yank this out right now. I'll give you the aftershock once it's all out of here. But now I actually have to haul it away because once it gets flowers, those flowers will go to fruition to seed and it'll just start the whole problem again. Luckily, I own a really big truck. So I'll have to drag it all up there and throw it in the truck. Didn't want to park here, it's too narrow. So yeah, being the vice president, it gives you certain powers, gives you a lot of nobility, feeling like you're really important. So I walk around with my head up high. I need to get like a badge or something to, let everybody know who I am and how important I am. But yeah, I really like that position. It was kind of like Putin though, because, there wasn't a lot of opposition, so to speak. All right, here it is again. It's very cute. It's very pretty until it burns you to death. Here are the flowers close up. This one's just starting. I got up the hill. I'm hoping mainly unscathed by the poison oak. You can see the stuff is wrapped in with it down here. So be real careful when you're dealing with this. Try to figure out, most people are allergic. I know I am. So just watch it out there. Don't forget, that's what the poison oak looks like. So another thing you could see here that this really demonstrates and shows you how insidious is a good word that this plant is look, you had one plant here, it flowered, it seeded, and then look, it's everywhere. Everywhere. Look at this. There's so many of them. And if you leave one behind, you got to come back a couple years later because they're hard to see. See that one right there? Got to get that. Or else, a couple of years, see this big blooming yellow thing, and you'll know you didn't weed it right. But it's really easy to stay on top of this stuff when the first one pops up. Don't let it get out of hand, or else literally the whole neighborhood will just get enveloped. Not only is it bad for fire, it's bad for the habitat. There's all these wonderful native plants here, including poison oak. Oh look, there's another one right there. Don't forget that one. You could just throw it on the ground if it's not flowering, let it compost. Yeah, every time one of these plants comes up, it's displacing some native plant, like a beautiful toyon. That's a beautiful toyon. It's going to be a beautiful bush coming up. If we can get rid of... Oh, did I just touch the poison oak? I just did. Anyway, you get the idea. All right, trying to help your neighbor turns out to be more work than I thought. This thing's so big, it won't come out of the ground. Got strapped up, gonna pull it out. Sometimes you gotta do that. This is why, case in point, you need to get there as early as you can and pull them out when they're little. So you don't need to buy a truck like this. Or a strap like that. Let's see if it works. There we go. Let's see if it works. Is it gonna work? Gonna work? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Did I do it? Oh, no, it didn't. It just slid off. Oh boy. All right, so I finally had to dig it out with my trusty pointed green shovel. And guess what? There's more. There's more. Sometimes it's easier to just do it yourself rather than to bitch and moan at your neighbors to do it. Whose properties they are. But this one's very ripe and ready to go. So I'm gonna yank these out and add them to my collection. And yeah, I had to get in there intimate with the poison oak, so no good deed goes unpunished. I'll probably get a little poison oak. But just because no good deed goes unpunished doesn't mean you shouldn't still do it. But you don't want to really burn it up. Oh, this guy's flying up here. Wow. Hey. Okay, now that you have your beautiful yellow flower arrangement all nestled into your green container, you might think you're done, but you're not. I'll tell you why. Yes, the final step of your French broom eradication effort is going to involve a little bit of water and you getting in it. See, more than likely right now you have poison oak on you. What people don't know is you can go into very cold water and just wipe it all off. Even better, get some soap and it'll be a much better solution. But anyway, it only took me about a half an hour to do all that work. And I think it was worth it. Think about it. I pretty much prevented that plant from getting away in those areas out there and taking over the whole entire hillside, thereby preventing thousands of dollars of eradication efforts later, which become exponentially more difficult, sometimes impossible. And I may have saved my neighbors' lives. I think that's a pretty good trade-off for half an hour. That's pretty much the end of the story. Make sure to get on top of that French broom, people, anytime you see it, wherever you see it.